What's up guys, it's Tom here, and Liverpool have won the Merseyside derby 2-1, and Liverpool start with 6 wins from the first 6 games of the season, 5 from 5 in the Premier League. So Liverpool are top of the league no matter what happens this weekend, and Arsenal host Manchester City tomorrow. And I want Man City to take something off Arsenal because I think Liverpool's main rivals are Arsenal, so I want either a Man City win or a draw. Anything those two results, I'm fine with that. And Liverpool had once again a sensational first half, just like against Atletico Madrid. We were 2-0 up and cruising, but this time we didn't give up the 2-0 lead, even though the second half was really shaky, really sloppy. It wasn't pretty, but Liverpool dug in and held on for the 3 points, and that's what matters the most in a derby game. And let's talk about the first half, because I think that was a sensational football by Liverpool. Ekitike and Gravenbech were the two best players on the pitch, and especially Gravenbech. I mean, what a pass by Mo Salah. He dinks it over the Everton fullback to Gravenbech's path, and the ball is bouncing high, and it's curling, spinning away from Gravenbech, I think, or is it spinning towards Gravenbech? Never mind, the ball is spinning as Gravenbech has to hit it on the half volley while the ball is in the air. So to have a perfect connection with a bouncing ball is, if you played football, you know how difficult that is. And Gravenbech hit it so cleanly, so purely into the bottom far corner. Absolutely no chance for little T-Rex arms Jordan Pickford, who got taunted by the Liverpool fans once again. I absolutely love those chants where they are mocking Pickford's small hands. Bottom line is, Gravenbech scored an early, very impressive goal in the 12th minute. Fantastic strike. And Salah's assist was magnificent. So Salah got, I think, a goal against Burnley, he got a goal and an assist against Atletico Madrid, and now an assist as well. So Salah has 4 goal contributions in 3 games. Even when he's not at his best, Salah contributes with a goal or an assist or both in most games, and that's what makes him world class. And then Gravenbech got an assist of his own with a pass towards Ekitike, who runs in behind. And he has to take a perfect first touch because the Everton player, the Everton defender, is busting a gut to get across and to block Ekitike's shot. But Ekitike takes a perfect first touch and very quickly shoots between Pickford's legs. If he delays just even half a second that shot, then it gets blocked because the Everton player is sliding across to block the shot. But Ekitike got his shot off quickly and early because of his brilliant first touch, and he scores his 4th Liverpool goal already. It's only the middle of September and Ekitike already has 4 goals after scoring in his first 3 Liverpool games, 2 Premier League and 1 Community Shield game. And of course, Liverpool were cruising at half-time, and I thought this will be finally a comfortable game, but Liverpool don't do a comfortable game in the early parts of this season, because Everton scored a quite brilliant goal in the second half. But before that, Liverpool gave momentum to Everton by not keeping the ball enough, giving the ball away with sloppy passes. McAllister, Soboslai, sometimes even Van Dijk had some passes which wasn't accurate. Even Alisson misplaced a couple of passes. And Everton, every time they got the ball back, their confidence grew a little bit. And Anfield got a little bit more anxious and more restless. And, Ghana Gay scored an absolutely brilliant goal into the top corner. Alisson had no chance after Ndiaye lays the ball off to him. After McAllister gave the ball away once again, pretty cheaply, pretty poorly. And then it was very important how Liverpool react to that goal. And Liverpool didn't let the emotion of a City derby, a Merseyside derby, get to them. Liverpool remained calm, composed, and we started passing the ball around in the last 15-20 minutes. And Everton are much better than last season. Everton have real attacking quality, especially on the wings, and they have a good striker as well. If you play as progressively and as aggressively as Liverpool do, sometimes mistakes happen. But still, Liverpool limited Everton to quite few chances because Everton didn't really create much after they scored the consolation goal, and that was important. Alisson didn't have to make a world-class save in the last 15-20 minutes of the game. So I think this was a very, very good but resolute Liverpool performance in the second half. First half was much better, of course. Second half, Liverpool just did enough. And yeah, in the whole game, Everton had just 0.6 xG, 2 shots on target. So, Isak and Wirtz came on and they did pretty well. Especially Isak had some really good touches. Florian Wirtz still needs time to get up to the speed of the Premier League. Curtis Jones, I felt, was brilliant. Liverpool bossed the midfield until McAllister ran out of gas. Because this midfield of Gravenbech, McAllister and Szoboszlai, it's a workhorse midfield. This is the midfield that won the Premier League last season, and also this is a midfield which defensively is pretty solid, but also going forward it has so much creativity. Not just workhorse midfield. It's not a Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho midfield. Let me put it that way. This has much more creativity. So maybe calling it a workhorse midfield is a little bit disrespectful, because Gravenbech scored and assisted today. McAllister always has a goal in him and an assist, just like Dominik Szoboszlai. So this midfield is much, much better. And I mean, Ryan Gravenbech, he became world class. Thank goodness Bayern Munich didn't see this, what Liverpool saw in him, and we got him for a pretty cheap price. And also thank goodness Zubimendi chose Arsenal, because Gravenbech would have lost his starting place had Zubimendi came to Liverpool last season. But thankfully he didn't, and the rest is history. Ryan Gravenbech got the starting spot last season, and he became world class. Last season and this season Gravenbech is world class. So Florian Wirtz still needs a little bit more time, but Curtis Jones was brilliant. He came on, he kept the ball so well. He's one of the most press-resistant midfielders you will ever see. Even when there are 4 or 5 Everton players around him, he doesn't let it bother him. He just keeps the ball brilliantly. And Liverpool are playing well below the level that this team can reach. That's why it's so impressive that we can keep winning. Because Liverpool are not playing as well as we can. Imagine when we click. Milos Kerkez also, this was Milos Kerkez's best game in the Liverpool shirt. He cleared absolutely everything. This was a defensive masterclass from him. Kerkez finally showed why Liverpool signed him after a couple of shaky performances recently. And also, if you look at Liverpool's opponents, like 3 of Liverpool's opponents have lost only to Liverpool, and also Everton only lost their first game against Leeds. Otherwise they have been unbeaten. And yes, it's true that Liverpool are still struggling to control the game a little bit, controlling possession, managing the game from a dominant position, which is natural because Liverpool have so many new players in the starting 11, in the squad, and this is a new team developing and settling in. But what's uncommon is the ability to do what it takes to keep winning, regardless of the circumstances, the psychological state of play. That's what makes Liverpool a special team, that we can win games even when we don't play well. And that's what champions do. That's what Liverpool did last season. That's what sometimes Liverpool did in 2020. We didn't always play champagne, swashbuckling football, but we won games consistently and very frequently. And also Conor Bradley was sensational today as well. I thought that the fullbacks, Bradley and Frimpong, Bradley and Kerkez, Frimpong didn't even come on. I think Bradley and Kerkez were 2 of the Liverpool's best players. And Ekitike had a much better start than Viktor Gyökeres, by the way. Ekitike has more shots on target, more non-penalty goals, more assists, and more chances created, more passes completed, and more ground duels won than Viktor Gyökeres. So that's like 6 or 7 metrics where Ekitike is better than Gyökeres. And Gyökeres had a good start, a decent start to the season. So this is very, very impressive, I think, from Ugo Ekitike, and also very, very impressive from Liverpool that we have won 6 games from 6 without actually playing very, very well, or without actually having a fantastic start to the season. I mean, in terms of performances, because in terms of results, Liverpool have had a perfect start to the season, an absolutely fantastic start of the season, out of this world. And now Liverpool await the rest of the Premier League action. And yes, maybe it was a factor that Liverpool only had a 2-day rest because of playing a Champions League game on Wednesday. So maybe the team got a little bit tired. But still, there are some really great fixtures in this weekend. Man United, Chelsea, Brighton, Tottenham and Arsenal, Man City are the pick of the bunch. But Bournemouth, Newcastle promises to be an exciting game as well. And I'm especially looking forward to the Arsenal Man City game. That is going to be an absolute banger. And I hope that Man City gets something from that game. Because if Man City lose, then Man City could be not out of the title race, but they could have a massive mountain to climb. I mean, that could be 9 points behind Liverpool already after 5 games. That's a huge gap if you think about it. And yeah, Man City losing 3 of their first 5 games could be really detrimental to their hopes of winning the Premier League title once again. But yeah, I would love to hear your opinion, guys. Let me know, what do you think about the game, and also how do you see Liverpool, getting better? I think it just needs time. And we always knew that we need time to gel the players together. Thankfully, Liverpool have a pretty comfortable week coming up. We have Southampton at home on Tuesday in the League Cup, and I expect heavy rotation in that game. And it will be interesting to see who starts. I think if Isak is fit, he should start. He should bang in a couple of goals and get his confidence up. I would start Florian Wirtz as well in that game. Hopefully he will score and get his confidence up as well. And give Curtis Jones a start. Maybe give Frimpong a start as well. Leone, I'm really looking forward to seeing him. And Joe Gomez as well. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game against Southampton. Really looking forward to it. And after that, Liverpool have a tough schedule. Crystal Palace, Galatasaray, 2 away games, which are not comfortable, but not too difficult. But then we have Chelsea, Man United, Frankfurt, and then Brentford. And after that, I think we have two absolute blockbusters and Aston Villa before that. But then Real Madrid at home, Man City away. Those are the 2 games that I'm really looking forward to the most. That's going to be an absolute carnage, those games. Really, really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.